Hello,
morning.
everybody. How's it going for all y'all wonderful people today?
Yes.
All the good folks is here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got Rebecca Touched by Yarn.
Good
Welcome in.
morning,
Welcome in.
Rebecca.
We have Wicked Granny. Welcome, Granny. We have Jay Paris. Hey, welcome in, Jay. No problem for everybody. Crafty Corner 6. Come right on in.
Yes.
Oh, we got Amy, Crafting Adventures with Amy. Come on in, Amy. We love you. All you people, just come on in and sit down, relax, join the conversation.
Yes.
It's
Well,
Friday, and I'm in a good mood. So
oh.
everybody got to be in a good mood with me. How are
Yes.
you doing
Hello,
this morning?
everyone. We're so happy that you're here. Sorry for the mix-up. Honestly, guys, I don't remember scheduling that live, but when we went into StreamYard, it wasn't there. And so
Mhm.
we couldn't figure out why it was still up. Um, Yeah, that's the craziest thing. We've been trying to chase
Weird.
that thing down for the last
Yeah,
5 minutes or so.
very weird. We've
Yes.
got Mary G. Come on in. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, that's the way I say it.
Mary. And Lynette, Coffee Angel Crafts. Come on in, sweetheart. Good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see you.
We're
How's
so glad
everybody's
that
Friday?
we're so glad that y'all found the right house to be at
Yes, yes,
because like I
yes.
said,
That
that was
was that was some kind of StreamYard goof up or YouTube or something because
right.
it didn't even show up when you went in to look at Maureen's. So
Yeah.
it was like, what? Where is this at?
Mhm.
It wasn't even there.
Good
So
morning, Leslie and Rita. There's Money the
yes, my
sister from
lovely
across
corn
the
dog, get
pond.
on up and in here.
And there's Michelle. Thank you
Good
all
morning, Miss
so
Rita
much.
and Michelle. We welcome everybody and anybody to come right on in. How's your Friday going? What you
Mine's going
wearing?
great.
What you drinking?
I have coffee with hazelnut creamer in it.
Dick.
Uh,
What's on your hook?
oh man, I have
Got some
two
good things on your hook?
amigurumis. I have two amigurumis on my hook and a swimsuit cover up that I'm about to finish.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
And everybody in the chat, what's your weather? What you drinking? What's on your hook?
yeah,
Inquiring minds want to know these things.
yes. Since we're all from
Especially,
different parts of the country, you know.
yes, yes. Especially what's on your hook. Anybody working on anything pretty, by the way? Anybody working on anything pretty?
Get up and model your shawl. Come on. I know you
I'm
want to.
going to show it off because I'm proud of it. I just finished it.
Isn't that gorgeous, folks? Look at the ruffling on the edges. And I love the gradient yarn. What yarn is that, Connie?
It was a Hobie Sultan Deluxe
That's
cotton,
really pretty.
cotton, cotton King Sultan Deluxe. And I love it.
Really, really pretty.
I really love it. I ordered yarn when I ordered uh my mother's yarn for her shawl for her
Mm-hmm.
birthday. I thought I'm gonna treat myself to it. I just got me this cake, and I got a cake for her shawl. And I said, I'm gonna treat myself. So I've been trying to make this ever since September of last year.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
that's how that works.
Right. Well, you
You
have
know,
other
you
projects
start
that pop
something
up.
and then you say, ooh, I need to get this finished. So you push it to the side for just a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
this comes up, and push it to the side a little more.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of them things I kept pushing to the side, pushing to the side, and I had a break about this big between oohs. So I
Yep.
think That's my Carrie.
And
Thank you,
Chris.
Carrie.
Good morning, Chris and Carrie.
Oh, everybody likes the lace part in the bottom, the
Yes.
vest. Cool, because I made that up myself.
Oh, well, what's it consist of?
This,
Just a minute. Let me make it big.
yes, this part here, of course, is just your doubles
Mm-hmm.
and chains. And then
Right.
when you get down to this part down here, you have your chains to set it up. Then you do half doubles in your chains to get your foundation of it.
Right.
Then you have your these stitches that you put every other stitch. You double crochet, chain ones, double crochet all in the same stitch to make the
Right.
V. And then you chain one, skip one, and do it again.
Right.
Then when you come back around, it's a back post double crochet around the first post of the V stitch,
Uh-huh.
and then you double crochet, triple crochet, and make a picot,
Oh.
and then you double another triple, and then another double, and then a back post double crochet, and you do that in every V stitch, and then you come back and chain uh, 3 and slip stitch into the picots.
Oh.
Then you come back and do single crochets in the chains and in the picot. Do 3
Wow.
singles between the picots and 1 single in the picot.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm
Right.
not good at pattern stuff. I can get it in my head and I
Mm-hmm.
can make what I'm seeing in my head, but
Right.
I can't tell you how to do it or write it down or nothing like that. But yeah. And this part up through here is 3 different patterns put together. So I'm not claiming this part is mine. Just
Right.
from there down, that's mine. The other part up here is um, a pattern called Eveline. And don't even get me trying to say that name that made it. It's a Polish, I believe, and I'd butcher it. They ain't no way I'm going to try to say that. They ain't no puff stitches in this, Miss Corn Dog. You know better than that. Hey, Brian, I see you slipped in the back door there. And thank y'all very much. Saying the shawl's pretty. Um,
Well, if those aren't puff stitches, what are they? Because
oh,
they look like
baubles
puff stitches.
are popcorns.
Oh, they're
Popcorn
popcorn.
baubles. It's that's all that is. And this up here is 3 double crochets together. So
Okay.
it would be more of a bobble. It's
Right.
not a puff. Not a puff. No puff. No puffs. Nowhere.
You don't like puff stitches?
No. I hate
Oh,
puff stitches. I
that's
hate
why
them.
why Leslie asked the question.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I hate puff stitches. And I mean, everybody says they look good, in my shawls and stuff. And
Oh.
yeah, right. Sharon, come right on in, sweetheart. Have a seat with the rest of us. We're just
Yes.
jibber jabbering right now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I can't make them look consistent
Oh,
to
okay.
my own eyes. I just don't like them. They don't come out looking like they do in the pictures of
Right.
other people's, and they look messy to me,
Mm-hmm.
really messy when I make them for
Right.
some reason. But that's just me. I everybody's got a stitch that they'd rather not do.
Mine is
You
the
know,
triple crochet.
really, I don't
I
mind that
don't
at all. I
I
don't
don't
mind it.
like it. I'll do an
Mm-mm-mm.
extended double in place of it.
Really,
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't really look that much different as far as
Nope.
that goes between
No,
the
and it gives you the
extended
same
double.
height,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Really, all that's really all you're getting is the height. The only thing you're missing is 1 bar going across the front,
mhm.
and
Yep.
and you got to get down and really, really look for that if you know.
I
making
don't
up a
know why I
difference
don't
in it.
like it. I think it's like you. Um, I tend to, whenever you pull through the last time, the head of the stitch is what I call it, the top
Uh,
of it. It sometimes they're loose, sometimes I mean, I just can't be consistent with the top of the stitch. And
yes, it's
so,
hard to do that. Hard to do that.
yep.
The best way that I have found to do those stitches is when you do your wrap and you do the next one
Mm-hmm.
and you start down to put your hook in the stitch,
Right.
just kind of give it a little tug and tighten it up
Yep.
before you ever pull the yarn back through to make the loop. Give it
Mm-hmm.
a little tug and let it roll over the top
Yeah.
of your hook and get kind of tight. You would think
Yeah.
it would be really, really tight, but it's not.
Nope.
And it kind of snugs that up just enough that when you start pulling through the loops, most of the time it'll stay. Sometimes it won't, but
Right.
that helps a lot if
Yeah.
you'll let it slip over to your hook and it's okay to do that. I mean, it doesn't change the stitch at all. You just
Mm-hmm.
have to, you know, just give it a little tug and tighten it up and let it roll over your hook. That way it tightens it up. And then when you go to pulling your um, loops through, when
Right.
it starts loosening and loosening and loosening,
Yeah.
then by the time you get to the top, it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
still a regular size stitch.
Yeah.
I forget who. Um, I think it was Kim Guzman that I saw do that
Mm-hmm.
the first time, and I thought, wow, I never thought about doing that. I mean, it never
Right.
crossed my mind to do that. And
Yeah.
she has so many good tips. I really, really like her.
Right.
And yes, Sharon, the the yarn is Hobie yarn. It's a Sultan Deluxe cake. But
Good morning, Nammy G. And I
hey,
didn't
Nancy
mean
G,
to.
love you to pieces. So glad you're here. Hey,
Yes.
little Carrie, how
And
are
there's
you?
and there's little Carrie.
Yes,
Let's see. I know Bryn came in
yes,
and
she did.
Chris.
Did I
Um.
not say hey, Chris? I'm sorry. Oops, I
Oh
missed
yeah.
you.
Mary had asked what pattern, but you said there were three different ones you put together.
Yeah, the one is Eveline, is the name of it. Ezeline. And the second one is called let's see. The second one is called
Gonna say get
I'll
your old
find
lady
it.
glasses.
No, I have to find it because it's not on the page that I printed out with my
Oh, okay.
chart. I like a
Oh,
chart. I don't like having to read because I'll get so far in the pattern. I mean, in the paragraph that they
right,
write. I'll get so far in that and get to doing it, and then I'll look back up at the paragraph, and I've lost where I was. I got to
right,
read the whole thing all over again.
right.
So, you know, I'd rather just have a chart and be done with it.
I prefer charts whenever I can get them.
Let's see. It's Eveline, and it's got a name. I promise you it does. And it's a beautiful pattern, but it's another one of those that's it's either Russian or um,
Oh,
uh,
Polish.
Polish or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. It the Eveline, I think came. I saw that on YouTube
Right,
or Pinterest, one of the two, and that's where I found most of my good, really good shawl patterns is on
right.
Pinterest because they have so many on there that's like the Japanese. Have you seen
Yes,
some of theirs? Oh my gosh. They've got some that are so intricate. It's just, oh, they're gorgeous.
right.
And you click on it And when it pulls it up, it's got all this chicken scratching on the bottom of it. And you think,
Yeah.
oh my Lord, what is that? But
Hmm.
the diagram of it is just like ours.
Right.
You know,
Good
it's
morning,
just like ours.
Froggy.
Hey, Froggy, how you feeling, sweetheart? Did you get to rest any at all? I hope so. And thank you so much for saying it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I appreciate it very much, very much. I work a lot with little lacy weight and whatever sock weight and stuff,
Yeah.
making shawls, and I love it. It's my second favorite thing to make,
Right.
I think. But what is between a blanket and a shawl? It's so close. I can't say which one is my favorite.
Right.
Really, you got a favorite that you like to do, Maureen? I know you do.
Um, I'm more into I'll definitely do a shawl before I'll do a blanket,
Oh,
honestly.
really?
The
Hey,
Sophie.
Robin S.
Good morning, Robin S. The Sophie is the first blanket that I have made in years. I mean, years.
Really?
Yes. Of course, I
Wow, I
don't.
would have never guessed that.
Yeah. Good morning, Steve. How are
Hey,
you?
Steve,
Thank you
how
for
are you
being here.
today? So good to see
Um,
you.
I really tend to lean more towards. I love the shawls, but see, I'm more of a rectangular shawl person.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I like them better. I'll
Like
do a
making
triangular
them,
shawl.
or you like making them better, or that's the style you prefer?
That's the style I prefer. Now, I will
Oh,
make
okay.
a triangular one. I mean, especially if it's a gift for someone
Uh-huh.
and I know
Uh-huh.
that that's what they prefer, yeah, I'll make it.
Yeah.
But for myself, yeah, I prefer what my grandma used to call a stole,
Oh,
instead of a
around. Yeah.
shawl.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
the
remember
wrap.
stoles. Yeah. You
Um,
can look some of that up. Still Google uh, crocheted stole, and you can pull up a
mhm,
lot of patterns,
yeah.
a lot of antique patterns.
Jay says she's making her first rectangular shawl as a wedding present. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it is very nice. Very.
Bree likes triangular shawls and blankets.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to make, I love making hats. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
like Connie, she was opening some yarn earlier and she was already seeing things, that she would put this together and she was already seeing something. I see a particular stitch and my mind immediately goes to a hat. Or
Really.
I love making dresses and tops for my granddaughters. I do like making wearables a lot. Um, so that's kind of where I gravitate more towards, more of the
Mhm.
designing, of outfits, that kind of stuff.
I would have never guessed though that you didn't like blankets. I really wouldn't. I
Nope,
wouldn't.
nope.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't know you liked wraps better than triangles, or I would have made
Oh, no, no, no.
your
I would
shawl as a
not.
wrap.
No, ma'am. I would not trade that shawl for nothing in the
Well,
world. I
I'd
would
still made it
not.
rectangular had I known.
No, 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 no. I said that's what I prefer to make.
Ah,
Yes.
not
Yes.
wearing?
Oh, I love wearing the triangular shawls because there's just so many different ways you can wear them. Just like you right there. You're wearing
Hmm.
yours more as a drape in the front rather than wrapping from the back. That's what I love about the triangular shawl. See, there you go.
Yep.
I just don't prefer, I don't, if I have my, if I had to pick which one I'm going to make more the rectangular or stole or wrap than I would the triangular.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that really doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me. Either one,
Right.
I'm going to jump on
Mm-hmm.
with both feet.
Right, right, right.
So, what about you guys in the chat? Have y'all got a favorite? I mean, a really, really favorite thing that you would go to first if you were told to make something? Have you got a favorite, like a shawl
Yeah,
or
Mary
blanket?
said that she likes the triangular shawls and blankets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry. She says, I have too
Oh,
much stuff to get out of my house, and waiting for the person to make arrangements to pick up for donation makes me frustrated.
yes, it would me too. I don't know how in the world you keep up with all that stuff, Sharon. That would drive me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have not yet, Jay. I have a few things on my hook, but it is definitely in my little save for later.
oh, Froggy went outside with her cane. That is cool.
Oh,
I
I
hope
bet it
you
was
guys have seen it.
awesome.
I don't know. Maybe I'm stepping up. No, I'm not stepping over because she said it was at 2 a.m. and the cane was amazing. It
Yeah.
lights up, folks. It looks like a lightsaber. I
Ooh.
swear it does. She just, you know, and it's bright. Yeah, I mean, you can see it was just really, really bright. And this was in the daylight. I can imagine what it looked like at nighttime.
Oh, I know. I know.
Woo! You could see
Michelle
that
says,
thing from 4 or 5 blocks away, I bet you. Oh,
uh,
Michelle likes wearables.
mm-hmm.
Froggy likes her amigurumi. Ooh, Leslie of the Corn, she prefers amigurumi, but she made a Call of the Midwife car seat blanket, and
Mm-hmm.
she's wanting to make another one badly. So it's addictive. If you
Yep.
ever get to making blankets, it's addictive. That's for sure.
Froggy says she makes tons of amigurumi, but she also enjoys making wearables.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mary said, I want to make Bod's Annabelle shawl. That was my grandmother's
Mm.
name. That is
Oh,
such
and
a
it's a
pretty
pretty one.
shawl.
It's a very pretty one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some Caron crystal cakes that I'm
Oh,
going to do the what's the name of the one that Love of My Life? I think the name of it.
I think
That's
so. Yeah.
that's crystals. I think that's what I'm going to use them for to make the next time I make one. If I get to just pick and choose,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because I think that would be so pretty together. That just the texture and the colors that I have.
Right.
I
That's
see a
good.
lot of that, but when I'm looking at yarn, I think texture.
Right.
What would that texture be? Would
Right.
I have to put another color with it? I see that
Mm-hmm.
in my mind first, and then it goes to what? Okay, what is it going to be?
Right. What's it going to be when it grows up?
What's it going to be when you grow up? Yep, yep.
Rita
Miss Rita
says,
loves to knit socks. Oh,
mm-hmm.
but she says it's hard for her to say what she likes the most. See, if you've made a bunch of stuff, I'm telling you, it's hard to choose. Hard
That's
to
right.
choose.
That's right.
Yeah. Sharon
Uh,
says she's made Coco's wrap with crystal cakes, and it came out beautiful. It sounds like it would. I
mm-hmm.
haven't made Coco's wrap yet. The what was the name of it? Something something lace, or something. Oh, I can't remember now. You remember the one that they did of Coco's on
Twisted
TFLs?
Fire. Uh-huh.
Uh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's pretty, very very pretty.
Sharon said that she used the Love of My Life pattern on the base for her sunflower shawl. Purple
Yep,
Passion.
yep. Mimi says she don't have the patience for wearables or Amies. I'm telling you now, it takes a bunch to do it, amigurumi.
Right. It
A
does.
bunch. Mm, that's why
Yep.
I don't care for them all that much. I really don't. I mean, I can make them, but I'd rather not if I had a choice. If I
Right.
had a choice, I'd rather not. But I can go in a yarn store and just stand around and look. You know, every now and
Yeah.
then reach out and squish one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I can stand and look, and all the pictures and stuff that pops into my mind, I
Yeah.
can be in there for hours and hours, and it just feels like a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I know what you
for real.
mean.
Mm. Usually the person I'm riding with will come in and say, "Ain't you done yet?" You know how that works.
Yes.
They're out in the truck just sweating up a storm, and I'm in there just dreaming.
Mm-hmm. That's why I tell my husband, drop me off. You go to Tractor Supply, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever
That's
you need
right.
to do, and just call me when you're on your way back.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Most of the time, I hadn't made it through the first couple of rows of yarn yet, though.
Right.
If they've got a bunch, you better plan on me being in there all day. All day.
Just about. Yeah.
Yep. And I can too. I can look all day long. I don't have to, I'm not one of these people that goes in somewhere or whatever. I'm not one of these people that just goes in and buys just because it's pretty. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I have to have when I look at it, I have to have something that I think it would make,
Right.
in my mind. And
Right.
I've got to have the purpose and the time to give the yarn, if that makes any
Right.
sense. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't
Yeah.
want to get something that I can't put the energy into making something with it.
Right.
Because to me, that's wasteful. If you're
Yeah.
just getting it to be getting it, that's wasteful to me. You are hoarding if you're doing that.
I always go in and buy my basic colors, especially
Oh
ones
yeah,
that I know that I'm using all the time, whether it's for
you use them all
filler
the
or,
time. Uh-huh.
the amigurumis, whatever like
Yep,
that. But
yep.
when I have a specific project that I'm thinking about,
I love to do that.
and then go in and start looking at the yarn, squishing, feeling, seeing the
Mm-hmm.
colors and stuff, waiting for it to come together.
Yep.
Sometimes I walk out with the yarn,
You
and
don't have
sometimes
anything.
it's like, well, it's not here at this store, so maybe at the next one, or I'll come
It's
home
got to
and go
talk to you.
online. Yep. Yep.
It's definitely got to talk to you. It's got to speak to you and say, I'm gonna be beautiful.
Yep.
And you know exactly what to put it on. And when you see it, when you see the color that you're looking for, even though
Yep.
you didn't know that was it, you know it right then. You're like, oh,
Right.
that's it. That right there. That's gonna work perfect. And I get so
Hmm.
excited. So
Yeah.
excited when I
But
see.
it's hard for me to go online and order yarn, especially yarn I've never had my hands on before.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
scared of that. I'm real
I
scared of
have to be able to touch it first
that.
to see if
Mm-hmm.
it's going to do what I want it to
Got to
do.
do the squish test.
Yep.
It's got to pass the squish test. That's all that's it. Jay said, got a superwash merino yarn for gloves for my mother-in-law. And then as soon as I went back to work on them, I found out she's allergic to it. Now it's sitting and looking at me. Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
no. It's like, what are you going to do with me? Come
Yeah.
on. I want to be something.
I
That's what I
find,
hear from the yarn. I want to be something. Come on, I
right.
want to be something. Yes, Sharon makes a lot of small stuff. That's an easy way to use all your yarn.
Oh, yeah.
Some of everything. Because if you're making the small stuff for the shoeboxes like Sharon does for her donations and things, you have to think in small amounts for your
Right.
yarn. Even
Yeah.
though you might buy a Red Heart Jumbo Super Saver, whatever, you still have to be thinking in small amounts. You have to think, well, that'll last me 100 projects or
Right.
whatever,
Right.
when you're buying stuff like that. You always have in your mind when you're buying your yarn and picking out your yarn or even just looking, you've always got in your mind, if you think about it, you always have in your mind something that you're going to make or you want to make
Right.
or something that you just need something for, but you don't know what it is yet. And while you're looking, it'll speak to you. If
Mm-hmm.
you look, it'll speak to you. It'll
Yep.
pop out at you. And if you've already got something in your mind, it's surprising that if somebody that crochets or knits, either one, has got a specific project that they're working on. And it's funny, they'll say, well, I need something for instance, if you're making an amigurumi that has a t-shirt and a pair of pants on,
Right.
and you're like, Well, I got the bear finished, and I got his shirt done, but I don't know. I ain't got a color that'll match for his pants. I don't. I just don't know what I need.
Right.
When you go looking for it, you've got that bear pictured in the back of your mind, and
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing it, and you're seeing the colors of it in the color of its shirt, and in the back of your mind, you're seeing a pair of pants on it, but they're almost invisible, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. And
Yes.
then when you see the color yarn that you're hunting and you didn't know you was hunting, it just
Right.
bam, and it'll just pop on that bear, and you're like, oh, that's it. That's the perfect one.
Right.
You've always got something in your mind that the yarn wants to be.
Right.
It takes the right one, putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, when you go in a yarn store, your mind will do that. If you honestly think about when you're looking at the yarn, if you just take just a minute and think, yeah, that would be yada yada yada. Connie said that.
Yeah.
Hey, uh-oh, Pat Cray's in the enabler mood today. She said
Mm-hmm.
she's got an email from Hirschner's this morning that Red Heart Unforgettable yarn is on sale for $2.99. Folks, that's a steal.
It sure is. I was just getting ready to say, you better drop me a link, Pat Cray
Yeah.
Messenger.
Yeah. Need two more thumbs, she says. Thank you so much. Don't
Yep.
forget the thumbs, people.
Yep. Yep. I
Would
love Red
appreciate
Heart
it.
Unforgettables.
That helps me and Maureen to hop on up there in the algorithm
Yep.
stuff that YouTube does. I don't know how it works.
Well, good morning, Gundrop. How are you, sweetheart? Haven't seen you in a while. You
Yes,
been
right,
busy?
Gumdrop. We've been missing you. You ain't been around in forever. See how I do
Yeah.
that. I swear, guys, I ain't took nothing. I'm just in a good mood.
She
I
got a
maybe
box of
sort of had a little bit of
yarn.
chocolate earlier, but we ain't gonna tell nobody about that. Oh goodness, bunch of the bobbins are staring at Mary. Oh my gosh, yeah. I know somebody else that's got a bunch of bobbins that's just sitting and staring at her.
But we won't mention any
Well,
names.
not no names, you know.
Yeah.
Carrie. Yeah. We'll not call nobody out or anything.
But Karen said she used a lot of her bobbins to make twin blankets for the donation. So
Yeah, that's right. I've heard that. I sure have. Somebody said that they were like uh what am I thinking of? It's Simply Soft.
uh-huh.
Am I saying that right? My mind and my tongue is not working together this morning. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Gumdrop has
God.
twins that are graduating from college in a month. Yeah, I bet you are busy.
Wow. That's
That is,
amazing. Congratulations for
yes,
that.
ma'am.
Oh my goodness. You have got to be super proud. Super. Oh, there's Sarah. Hey Sarah, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Sarah. Thank you so much for dropping in. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Maureen, you talk to us for a little bit. I've talked to my voices about gone, so you go ahead. What's going on good in your life?
Well, like I said, I've got a couple of amigurumis on my hook. I had to stop on one of them because I didn't realize I had been going through this one particular color of yarn. So I made a run to Joann's the other afternoon, and they didn't have the color that I wanted. So I had to come home and order it.
I'm going to pop off for just 1 second. I've got
Okay.
company. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okie dokies. So I had to come home and order it. So now that's kind of, on hold on my hook. I had to step away from all of my crocheting. My husband had some reports on a project that he's working on. And guys, I don't know if I've shared with you before, but my husband is the king of procrastination. I don't believe there is anyone who procrastinates as much as he does, especially when it comes to paperwork. And so for the last 2 days, I've been helping him get caught up on that. I don't mind doing it for him, but it just cuts into my crochet time. So, yeah.
That's
So,
bad.
yes, it is. So I finished
Sorry
up
about
this
that.
morning, and I told him, I said, okay, now you have to leave me alone for the rest of the day and possibly the weekend. I don't know. And I love it. I love it when he says, well, sweetheart, I thank you so much. I owe you one. I'm like, oh, yes, you do.
Yarn store.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry about that. I had the company come in. You know how that works.
Oh, yeah. You have to at least make an appearance and say, howdy, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yes, that's kind of sort of. It was a bug man. They have to come spray every so often.
Oh,
And
yes.
I have to tell them, dude, you can't spray in my yarn room. Sorry.
Oh, I love that, Jay. Every piece of paperwork is one new yarn. Well,
hey, yeah. Then she's owed more than Hobby Lobby and Joanne's put together can do, I'm afraid. If you won't count it like that, I'm afraid Maureen just is owed a bunch because she's been doing more paperwork here lately than anything else. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
crazy paperwork. Woo.
Yeah.
They
But
have to keep up with
anyway,
a lot of numbers and stuff, though, don't they?
yes, it does. But he just doesn't like sitting in front of the computer. I mean, he really doesn't. He would be he would much rather be out overseeing stuff, and everything. He just does not like the paperwork, and so he puts it off until it's the 11th hour, and then it's like, ah. So
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And then he's screaming, Maureen, come help me.
Yeah. But no, like I said, I've got 2 amigurumis on the hook.
Yes. You're doing the amigurumi wars, though, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And got behind last month just because of adulting,
Yes.
So I have two heads on amigurumis that I wanted to enter last month that I need to get finished. But I'll get to them. I mean, they're not going to go to waste.
Oh, no.
I'll get them finished, and I'll be putting them in my little box. I think I mentioned a while back. I live in a small town in West Texas. And so it really is a big deal around Christmas time. The fire department will stand at the major intersections and collect money in the boot. Not only just for the fire department, but if they're dressed up as Santas or little elves, then we know they're collecting money for Christmas presents for kids. Just a few years ago, our little department decided they would do toys for tots, as well, like the big cities around us.
Yes.
And good morning, Angela. Thank you so much for
popping
my
fairy treasures.
Yes.
And there's my frozen Angela. How y'all doing this morning?
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Welcome anybody and everybody.
So I have little monkeys. I found a cute monkey pattern, so I've been working on him on the sides. And then these amigurumis, I picked them because I want them to go into the box as well. So that's what I've been doing with the amigurumi wars the ones that I choose to do on there. And this little bear pattern that I picked from Jess Huff, Huff, is just so cute. And I mean, it's been really easy to work up. So I think I'll be making quite a few of those bears. And I want to tell you something else. On her website, the one thing that I really like about her amigurumis is that the cutest little trick, and I never thought about it, is how to make the face not just be so flat. You know what I mean? Or like just a big old ball. She uses
I learned that just on the very last one I did. I
Right.
never knew before how to
Right.
do it.
A technique for, doing little indents for the eyes that gives it that natural flow for the nose and everything. I was just like, oh my goodness. So
It's amazing.
I'm going to be using that technique on future amigurumis, whether that's what the designer calls for or not. I mean,
Oh
I just
yeah, yeah.
really, I
You
really
can make
like
them
that.
have cheeks where they're
Hmm.
smiling with big cheeks, and
Yes,
oh, it's so cute,
it
so
is.
stinking cute, and it
Yes.
takes nothing to do. It
Hmm.
really don't.
And I think that's what I've enjoyed about doing the Amigurumi Wars is that you learn a little bit something different from
Hmm.
each designer that Anita is highlighting.
Yes.
And so I've really enjoyed that. I kept telling myself for years I was not going to do amigurumi. To tell you the
Ah,
truth, folks, I thought it was silly. Honestly,
you
I
are
thought it
hooked.
was silly. Yes, I did. I got hooked. So I'm doing the sillies. I'm making animals and that kind of thing. And I
You do your
even,
dolls too, the zodiac dolls.
yes, yes, I've
So,
loved doing those as well because it happens to fall it- just about every month, I think, except August and October. I either
uh-huh.
have someone in the family, the adults and the kids and grandkids,
Uh-huh.
uh, who has a birthday in that month. So once I get finished with it, they're getting a little doll.
Little something,
Uh,
something.
yeah. So it's been fun. It really
Oh
has been.
yeah, it is. It's extremely fun, and like you said, they can go to so many places
Oh yeah.
to to gift a child that wouldn't get nothing else for
Right.
Christmas or something,
Right.
and they love them. But I mean, you can make them so cute. Give them every one a different what does they call it, a personality. Every
Yes.
one of them you can give a different personality, and in your mind you make up a little story to go with them, and
Hmm.
it's amazing to me.
Right. And it's funny because I'll get to working on one and don't think I'm crazy, folks, but as I'm crocheting, putting them together, I start talking to them.
Oh yeah, give
And
them a
so every
name and
one of them
everything.
has had to have a name. I mean, honestly, every one of them, I'll be playing with them. And it's like, you look like a Charlie or an
Oh yeah.
Amber or a Betty
Mhm.
or, yeah. So,
You drop apart and you're like, man, what are you doing, Betty? Get up here.
hmm, yeah, yeah. Uh, Bryn says she can't wait to get better so she can get back to her knitting
Oh
and crochet because the C word is no joke.
no, it
Yeah.
is not. And Brian, we pray you get better every day.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
terrible, terrible stuff. And it's awful to keep on having it too. Yeah, and you talk to them from yourself. Yep, sure
Yeah.
do.
And you know
If
what,
they could talk
Bryn?
back, I'd be in trouble. I'm just saying.
Right. Bryn, be sure that you take your time getting over that because I have heard where people, think they're finished and they get right back
That's
to
right.
doing what they were doing, whether it's working or whatever, and then bam, they get knocked down again by it. So,
Yeah, they say it's really, really bad if you
yeah,
don't give yourself time to get well
right.
before you go back to your work or regular activities. And
Yeah.
then it hits you again. They say it's really, really bad the second time.
Oh, yeah.
So be very, very careful of that. Take plenty of time to get completely over it, and then
Right.
ease back into your regular activities. Don't
Yeah.
just jump on it with both feet.
Yeah. It's not like catching the flu or the cold. I mean, I don't
Oh
care what
no,
anybody says.
definitely not. Definitely not. I know one of my friends, her husband, bless his heart, he's gone now from it. But when he first got sick, it was just like they had slammed him with a sledgehammer. He
Right.
couldn't breathe, and the whole 9 yards. And he'd never been sick. His whole life, he'd never been sick.
Wow.
And it just hit him like a sledgehammer. And it put him down. He couldn't breathe. They
Mm.
had to put him on the oxygen. And he wasn't 2 weeks in the hospital and he died.
Oh my word.
It was so bad. Yep. So it really scares me. All of it does. It really
Right.
scares me. 'Cause
Miriam said, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Maureen.
Oh, I was just going to say, Mary says that she watches one channel with a woman who names every pan and utensil in her kitchen. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I know that many names,
I
Mary.
started to say, it would be hard for me to come up with a name for everything in my kitchen. That would be.
Yeah.
And to remember each one of them would be amazing. I
Right.
wish my memory was that good.
Yeah. But I
That's
bet
got to
she's
be
fun to
something
watch.
else.
Yeah, I bet she's fun to watch, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet that's a trip. Yeah. I hadn't heard of that. What? You have to drop us a link, Mary, so we can go over and see it too.
Oh my goodness.
That's got to be a good thing to watch. I'm telling you.
Yep. Well, Madonna has already dropped Welcome to Friday, the 21st day of April. It's Big Word Day, Keep Off the Grass Day, Kindergarten Day, Thank Your Libraries Day, World Creativity and Innovation Day, and Tuna Rights Day. The food holiday, tuna,
Tuna,
the fish. Yeah, I'm thinking.
tuna
And
rights. Like you have everyday civilian rights. Is that what you're talking about?
it says
Okay.
the Tuna Rights Day, so I'm thinking they're talking about fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the food holiday is chocolate covered cashews. Man, I
Ooh,
tell you
I'm
what,
good with that now.
yeah, chocolate covered anything is
Oh
good.
yeah. You pour some chocolate on just about anything, and
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it's
good
good.
for it. I'm good for it. Oh, Mary says
Tracy,
it's Tracy, Nova Scotia living. Oh,
okay.
wow. I'll have to hunt that up. I'll
Me
have to hunt that
too.
up.
Yeah,
I don't do the days like that. I don't keep up with what day it's supposed to be or
mhm,
whatever. But like
yeah.
Valentine's Day, I do good to keep up with that one. But all the rest of them, that's just nuts. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, chocolate just about on anything is good. Have you ever eaten chocolate covered insects?
I have absolutely eat chocolate covered ants. Yep.
Nope. 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 Nope.
And it actually was very sweet. Very sweet.
Okay.
I wasn't going to try it
Mm-hmm.
and probably never ever will again, but uh, one of my high school teachers brought some to school one day.
Mm-hmm.
And she had just brought them for her personal snack, you
Right.
know. And she actually had a piece of paper taped around the outside of the canister, like a Pringles
Yeah.
canister. She had a piece of paper taped around it. And we were like, what is that? Because she kept shaking a few in her hand and, was eating a snack
Mm-hmm.
while she was teaching. Because it was around lunchtime. We went to
Right.
lunch in her class. Anyway, and she said, well, I can tell you, but it's going to gross you out. And of course, us in high school were like, what? What is it? What was it?
Yeah.
Chocolate covered ants. And she asked anybody that was brave enough or wanting to try them
Mm-hmm.
that she would give them a bite if they wanted it. So I tried it. It was sweet, crunchy, but sweet. It was really, really sweet.
Huh.
Then I'm not talking like chocolate sweet neither. It had a tangy sweet to it. That's
Uh-huh.
the only way I chewed it up and got it swallowed, but I probably never would again. Let's say that. And I sure don't want there another insect of any kind. Any
Right.
kind. I hope the good Lord never makes me hungry enough that I would eat any kind of insect,
Right. Right.
chocolate covered or not.
Well, I know there's chocolate covered ants and grasshoppers. I don't know if there's
Mhm.
any other
And she said
ones.
she had eaten chocolate covered grasshoppers, and she said she'd had a chocolate covered beetle.
Oh my word.
And I was like, where are you shopping at?
Exactly.
Ugh,
Holy smokes.
that's just nasty. But that, you know, I don't know. It's just something to try, I guess. What do they
Mm-hmm.
call it? What do they call that?
Exactly, Wicked. She said, now that's an idea. We have an overabundance of ants here in West Texas.
Oh Lord, we do
Exactly.
2 years. Whew.
We have the red ants, the black ants, the
The fire ants will tote you off around here.
mm-hmm.
They can figure out a way to put them jokers in something and make them chocolate covered. It wouldn't bother me a bit. I wouldn't eat
Yeah,
them, but just so long as they killed them, it'd be all right with me.
I know.
But she said it was a novelty. That's what the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
A novelty to get those things and try them. She
Mm-hmm.
said that the beetles, she said she did not care for,
Ah,
but she said she liked the ants and the grasshoppers.
huh. Jay said she worked at a store and we had lollipops with scorpions in them.
Oh,
Oh
whew.
my word.
No, I couldn't do it.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I don't think I could even put it in my mouth till it got down to the scorpion. It just
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't happen. Oh, Mary! Oh, you got to be kidding me! What makes you think that we've eaten bug droppings if we've eaten penny candy?
Oh my word. Do I even want to know?
I'm scared. I really am, but
I
I want to
know.
know.
Yes, Rita, there are a lot of strange things to eat. Hello,
Oh,
Em.
hi, Em. How are you?
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Wish you could stay with us for a bit.
Yes, yes. But if you think about it, different cultures and stuff like that, everybody eats something different.
Right.
And things that we eat,
Sorry,
yeah,
Pat.
I thought I was hungry too, Miss Pat. That's, yeah. Um, like bologna or hot dogs or something
Mm-hmm.
is really, really weird to people that doesn't have processed food,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And they're thinking, oh, you're eating that.
Yeah.
Especially if you've ever seen it made. Have you ever seen how they make a hot dog?
No, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's one of them things that just, uh, I no, don't show me how it's made. Yeah, I've seen it, and I wish I had.
Oh no.
I still eat them anyway, but it's pretty gross.
Steve says a few edible dews for candy are made from insects, so you probably have already eaten them and not known it. That's
Oh
probably
no,
right.
the dyes, I think is what he's saying. Being
Oh,
made from animals. Yuck. Ugh.
okay.
Oh man, you just close your eyes and rest and
Yes.
just listen away. The eyes on the cod. No.
Yeah.
Swoop head. Nope.
And Rita says she's eating goat testicles. And Froggy says, I'll eat eyes before I eat
Lord, have
testicles.
mercy. Yeah, I'm not eating no eyeballs and I'm not eating no balls. Period. Not doing it. I take that back. I hope the good Lord never makes me hungry enough that I have to eat them things
Right.
because I'm
Right.
afraid they wouldn't go down.
Yep.
And if they went down, I'm afraid they wouldn't stay.
Mm-hmm. It'd be
That
the
that
best way for
that's
me to go on a diet.
Yeah. If I had eyeballs and balls, you got to have something in between them two. So give me something in between them. Meat wise. I might eat the meat. Better
Mm-hmm.
not to do that. I just
Ugh.
whew, nope.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, well, we have almost been up our time, people,
I know.
but
We've
it has
gone
been
from
enjoyable.
yarn to eating. Ugh. So,
Nasty stuff. Yeah.
have you ever noticed how it seems to
Goes eating here lately.
Mary says, check your labels. They are now grinding up bugs to add to our food. Oh my goodness.
Heavenly day. Oh, I hope not. Woo.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness, Rita. That'd be my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, I have to know what it is before I'm eating it. And if I
Yeah.
knew what it was, I don't think I would have tried them. But
Exactly, Froggy. We always seem to end up talking about food. Isn't that funny?
it's supposed to be a crochet channel. Why are we? Well, you always snacking around when you crocheting too. You know,
Yes.
if you can,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
seems like we just sit and work and work and work, and we miss meals.
Right.
I do.
Yep.
I'll sit and pass up breakfast, and I'm thinking, okay, at the end of this row, I'm gonna get up and make me a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I look up and it's supper time.
Yeah.
I've missed lunch and breakfast, so you know. Oh well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at that.
Oh,
Froggy bought her some yarn for her birthday.
oh, that's not being naughty. No, that's
Um,
treating yourself.
Froggy. I
No.
wonder if that is in
Oh, the
addition
premiere
to
video.
what Joey said he was going to get her for her birthday.
That's normally how it works at my house.
Yeah. But, well, yeah, actually, probably he was paying for all of it. Oh, you got some Picasso. You hateful.
Yes.
Oh, I want something so bad. Bago Day makes that stuff look so pretty.
Isn't it the truth?
Oh,
And the stitches that she uses to make up with the yarn. I mean,
perfect. Every one of them, they're just perfect.
I
love how she comes up with stuff like that. It's just like it's almost an instinct. You know what I mean? It just.
I hope that y'all saw one of her latest videos about losing your crojo.
Yes.
I mean, you know, for as creative a designer that she is,
yes.
I don't think we step back and realize that she can, because she puts out so much content, that she does lose her crojo. But it was just so nice. Yeah, it was just so nice to hear her talking about it, how she gets her crojo back. And so if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. I mean, it really is. It's very heartwarming. I mean, she just, she's great at sharing that even she loses it, just like all the rest of us.
She's just a woman. Just like, just like
not a machine.
She's just a crocheter. And she's, like Froggy says, we all are going to lose it from time to time. It's going to happen. If it ain't yet happened to you, it will.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You can get burned out on it pretty easy. And then the crojo is just gone.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're never going to get it back, but it'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
It'll come back. But we have been our time today, Miss Maureen.
Yes, ma'am.
I have enjoyed the company greatly, and I have enjoyed all the company of you lovely people in the chat.
Yes.
So we're gonna let Maureen go ahead and do her little thing before we
Y'all
say
be
bye.
the light. Y'all be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. It could be your light that they need to see. And we all have an inner light that just glows and is waiting to shine for someone.
That's right. And you never know who that someone might be that needs to see it.
That's right.
Even though you think your light's not all that, it might be the very thing that they need to save their life.
That's right. That's right.
And
we love you all.
Y'all have a good weekend. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.